Hello and welcome to Tranquility. No. Hello and welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Yes, I know where I am now. I just had antibiotic. No. Antihistamine. Anesthetic. One or more of the above anyway, so do excuse. I did say I didn't know if I would be here in time, but I am here. I am, so do excuse any weirdness today, but I am here for my peeps. So hello to you and welcome to New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Here I am, and let's have a look at what's coming up on today's live stream. So we have some garden information, catch up on things happening in mine and maybe your gardens. We have, of course, my little promo until I make the next promo for asking you to look at my playlist. Something very interesting there as well. I've been asking you to look on my other channel. Let's just pop that up if I can find it. My other channel, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty. And I've been asking if you'll be so kind as to look at something on the playlist then, see if it's of interest to you, because I would really dearly love to monetize that as I have no income at all. And that would be rather lovely. Thank you very much. And I was saying I've got enough subscribers. It's actually watch hours I need on there. And I'd looked it up because I didn't know what it was, how much I needed other than loads. And I looked it up. I've written it on my board, and it was 268 was all I had of watch hours when I need 3,000. But I just checked today. I thought, I'll just go back there and see if it's grown and say thank you very much for that. Tell me how this works. It now says instead of 268 hours I've had of watch hours, it now says I only have 264 watch hours. You can't take watch hours away. So tell me how I've suddenly now got less watch hours than when I asked if people would kindly go along and look at something on that channel, look at the playlist, see what interests you. So how have I now got less? How do you take away watch hours, YouTube? Shows me as well how much that is all a bit of nonsense what they put up there for sure. So yeah, that's a bit weird for sure. So yeah, please do go look on my other channel and watch some bits there. Steve and Tina Jewel are here in the house. Thank you for being here kindly. And folks, do go over and check out, I nearly said my channel name then, Steve and Tina Jewel. Sorry, I'm not with it at all today, but I'm happy. Steve and Tina Jewel. So there we go. I did get home in time for you. Look, I'm home. And yes, you can tell by the attire how sunny it is in Cyprus right now. My goodness, it's hot and this is not even summer yet. So sorry to those of you who still have some snow. Do enjoy your snow. Okay, so what's happening today on this channel? Let's start first of all with my current promotion for a playlist. Do look at people's playlist on their channel, and this is my latest playlist that you might like. there I am on the screen. Sorry, I'm eating. So Steve and Tina say by the year. Do they count going back? No, year only. And then they say 1 year. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. Good info from our friend Steve Jewell. I think we should go on. Sorry, I'm chewing. I'm chewing. Let's go on to this. So, puzzle piece today. An easy one, maybe. No tricks involved in this one. The question is, what is a common word that has a double C, so that's C, C, double S, 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 and double L, L, L? There's no tricks in this one. So what is a common word that has double C, double S, and double L? And if you find a word that I don't have as such, that will be astounding. So just a common word that has 2 C's, 2 S's, and 2 L's. There is no trick involved in this. It is just a word. Steve's doing this thing. Let's see. No tricks today, Steve. So let's see how you do with normal. Nanya texts us on the back. 20. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for always supporting my channel. And guys, do go and check out the channel. So yes, do go and check out the channel. Very awesome. Lots of chat and information and thoughts, let's say. If you've got good thoughts, then there's always a discussion point there. Steve says, words are not my thing. Oh, well, thanks. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yes, word puzzles. I don't like number puzzles, to be honest. I don't like number puzzles. Okay, while you're thinking about that, guys, a word that has 2 C's, 2 S's, and 2 L's. And the C's, S's, and L's are together. So somewhere in the word has 2 S's together, 2 L's together, and 2 C's together. Can you think of that word? Yeah, and then your text us on the back 20 says, buckle up, I have strong opinions. And yep, no holds barred there. If you want to chat about something, very up-to-date topics for sure, then that is your channel to go and listen and air your views. Okay, let's go on to this while you're thinking about the puzzle. I still think that sounds like a typewriter, which is very apt. I will be changing some things up here when I get 5 minutes. Okay, so I've been reading, as you will know if you've watched my last few lives on Wednesdays. I've been reading Small Wars, and this is by Sadie Jones. And I wasn't sure I wanted to read it till I read it. It was based in Cyprus in the past and very true historically as to things that happened there. And I won't go into it all again, but very apt as to why, although the Cypriots like the English now, which in all fairness, if you knew what had happened here, then you would realise why they might not, but why they don't like the British clans, let's say, those that like to form communities and live in what we call Little Britain areas on the island. So I won't go into it more than that, other than to say I have finished the book. And historically, for that reason, it will be a keeper. I will give it maybe 8 out of 10 for honesty. Honesty, not like soft coating what really happened here. How the British were trying to keep their sovereign area when a lot of the countries they had lost, and they were doing whatever it took, yes, to try and keep their toe in Cyprus. And although the ending was a bit soft soap, I will give it that score based on its authenticity. So do go and check this out if you want to know what I'm talking about. So go to your local library. If they don't have it, do ask them to order it for you. Small Wars by Sadie Jones. So for that reason, although the ending was a bit soft soap, I will keep it as it's very authentic. So that, and then a book I've just picked up, so I don't know what it's about yet. This was from my pile that my friend has given me to read. This is by Anita Shreve, and it's called A Change in Altitude. I don't even know what it's about. I've just picked it off the pile. So it says on the back, it was a moment of recklessness that would change all their lives forever. Newlyweds Margaret and Patrick recently arrived in Africa, eagerly agree to join their new British friends on a climbing expedition to Mount Kenya. But, during the ascent, a horrific accident occurs. In its aftermath, Margaret struggles to understand what happened on the mountain and how it has transformed her and her marriage. When small actions have tragic consequences, who is to blame and who can guilt ever truly be laid to rest? Ooh, more than a cliffhanger, you could call it a glacier dropper. Ooh. So that is what I will be reading next. That's my next to read. Sounds okay? Sounds like it could be good. As you may know, I like really suspense and endings that you never saw coming. Let me see where we're up to in the chat. Nunya Texas on the back 20, excuse me. Are they saying anything about upcoming eclipse over there? I don't tend to look at news, to be fair with you. I don't tend to look at news, so I can't say. Do you have a video about it, a post on your channel? Then I will come and look. Stephen Tina Jewel saying, did you have time to check out Flashman Papers? No, I have not yet, my friend, but I do have a little list on the top of my whiteboard. When you suggest things to me, I add them to my board. So no, I've not. I've still got that here, Flashman Papers, George MacDonald Fraser, and when I have 5 minutes, I'm all over the place right now, can you tell? But I will check that out. Big news here, says Stephen Tina. Are you talking about the eclipse? Ooh, what's going on with this eclipse? Where you at, says Nunya Texas on the back 20. Stephen Tina, pushing the glasses to protect eyes. Ooh, Canada, BC, Vancouver Island. Ooh, and just seeing Canada, BC reminds me, Steve, that I have now got new packets to send you seeds in, and I have sorted out your seeds and I have put them in a card, and Mike will post them on Friday. So Friday I have seeds coming at you, so do let me know when you get them. They will be posted on Friday. Nunya Texas on the back 20 says, ooh, we're in direct path. We get 4 minutes of totality. Ooh, people are freaking out. Do you ever feel like you've missed out on life? I don't know what's going on. Do they think it's coming right down? Ooh, tell me, guys, is it something coming right down at you? Ooh, Dawn's missed. It's almost like when you go on holiday, you might only go for 2 weeks. You come back and you feel like weird that you've missed out on what's been going on. Steve and Tina say we're not in line for it. It's back east. Oh, I want to know more. What have I missed here? Nanya texts us on the back 20, says, totally crazy. Closing schools, state of emergencies, nuclear detectors, hazmats deployed. Steve and Tina say, wow. Don't sound wow. I don't know what's going on. Is something coming down? Nanya texts on the back 20, says, border at OK, Texas closed. Don't know where that is. What's going on? Tell me more. Or if you've got a video, none of your texts on the back 20, just put your link in to your video. If you've got a video on it, put your link in here. You're very welcome to always put links in my channel, as long as it's about people here. Steve and Tina say, sounds as bad as 2YK. None of your texts on the back 20 says Oklahoma. Ooh. Ooh, I really feel I've missed out on something here. None of your texts on the back 20 says no video. It didn't happen till Monday, 8th. What are we on now? What day is it even? It's Wednesday. Must be a Wednesday because I'm live. Wednesday the 3rd. So you're saying on the 8th, which is Monday. Oh yeah, look, Monday the 8th. Thought you were in Texas. Oh, because none of your texts on the back 20, so you thought they was in Texas. Ooh. Yes, I'm in Texas. It's the Oklahoma TX. Border closing. Why is the border closing? Tell me. What's going on? You heard it first on my channel, as it happens. Steve and Tina say, okay. Yes, then your text on the back 20, National Guard deployed. Yeah, tell me, why is this all going on? Do they think something's landing? Something's coming down? Sounds like something's coming down. This is like a news channel, as it happens. We don't know. They say crowd control. For why? Tell me why. I don't like Mondays. Tell me why. I don't like Mondays. And it is on the Monday it's going to happen. What's that song, foretelling the future? I don't like Mondays. Ooh. Right. None of your texts on the back 20 says Eclipse Monday. Got that. And through the path of totality, they are doing weird things. Such as Steve and Tina say Tina see it in Africa when she was young. So what's this weird things? Tell me more. I'm so surprised that you haven't made a video on it yet, because that is kind of really your channel type thing. What is it? Through the path of totality, they are doing weird things. For example, e.g. ... I'm waiting for you to type. I will revise what's going on with our puzzle of the day. What is a common word that has a double C, a double S, and a double L? None of your text us on the back 20 says guard border closing, state police, nuclear detectors, map biological, closing schools, state of emergency. Steve and Tina say Niagara Falls is going to be flooded with people, large crowds. What do they think is going to happen other than the eclipse itself? Sounds like there's something other than an eclipse, because they don't do all that for an eclipse. Steve and Tina say state of emergency as well. Nanya text on back 20 says just Google eclipse state of emergency. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now as we speaky. We don't know. It's crazy. I don't understand what's the difference between this eclipse and other eclipse? What is it that makes it so different? What is it? Why is this so different to any other eclipse? All right, what do you say? Crowd control, but why? Why particularly this one? Eclipse state of emergency. I should have gone to my assistant, see if this can bring up eclipse state of emergency. Thinking about it. CERM firing up. Panic. Well, you go down rabbit hole then. Attacks. But what? Why is this different? Why is this different to any other one? I don't understand that. Okay. I've got top stories. Did Indiana declare a state of emergency? Oswego County, I don't know what that is, declares local state of emergency ahead of eclipse. Canada's Niagara region declares state of emergency in Ontario. Why? Should we do the Niagara region, because that's what so many people are in place? Lots of crazy stuff, even the biblical stuff. Sacrificing red heifers? What is all this about? Okay, I'm on this. I'll probably get kicked out because I don't subscribe to anything. It says here, state of emergency declared as 1 million people expected to visit Niagara Falls during solar eclipse. How cities are preparing for Super Bowl of travel as fans fly across the country to catch a glimpse of the total solar eclipse. Niagara Falls, Ontario, has declared a state of emergency as it prepares to welcome up to 1 million visitors for the solar eclipse in early April. The total solar eclipse on April the 8th will be the first to touch the province since 1979, and Niagara Falls was declared by National Geographic to be one of the best places to see it. The city is in the path of totality, where the moon will entirely block the sun's rays for a few minutes. Niagara Falls mayor said earlier in March that he expects the most visitors his city has seen in a single day. The region municipality of Niagara is proactively invoking a state of emergency to prepare for the event. See, I was thinking it was all about something's going to happen, not just because there's going to be tons of people there. The declaration announced on Thursday sets in motion some additional planning tools to prepare for the day, which could involve major traffic jams, heavier demands on emergency services, and cell phone network overloads. The eclipse will reach Mexico's Pacific coast in the morning, cut diagonally across the United States from Texas to Maine, and exit in eastern Canada by late afternoon. Most of the rest of the continent will see a partial eclipse. So it's not that it's something going to happen then. That's what I was getting the impression from you guys, that something weird was going to happen. It's just so far, I'm reading from this, that a lot of people will suddenly be in one area. Let's see what you've been saying. I mean, I've seen a total eclipse, but I don't remember all this state of emergency and all that going on. Right. Just to be safe. Millions going to travel to see it. It goes right over us. Be ready for anything and everything. They're acting weird. Government, that is. Unusual activity for eclipse. Just to be safe. Yes. So I was getting, first of all, from you guys that they said something was coming down or would happen or blah, blah, blah. There's been total eclipses. I've seen two before. I can't tell you for sure, but I think one was the moon over the sun. It went in black, and I'm pretty sure I saw the other way around, the sun over the moon, and they only happen once in every so many years. And I was thinking maybe you guys had heard something else and they said something was going to happen. But is this what your countries do for an eclipse? Because a lot of people are suddenly going to come to one place. Just seems very OTT to me. None of your texts on the back. 20 says, weird, is nuclear and biological detectors. Guards deploy state of emergency. Why? It's just an eclipse. Now you can see why I was like, what are you guys on about? If I missed something, it is just a bit, could be a shooting. Ready for anything and everything, sure, but I would say you've got more chance of something major happening when you've got let's say a royal visit or a president visit or that kind of thing to lots of people in one area for a total eclipse. Sounds a little bit weird to me, I must say. I agree with you. None of your texts on back 20 says they could do all this for an eclipse, but they can't close border. Yeah. Mass panic in the dark. Oh my goodness. It's just like night. It's not that it's, having seen one myself, it's not that anything weird happens. I'll tell you, the only weird thing that happens is, you hear birds or just noises, background noise. When you have a total eclipse, everything goes silent. Absolute silent. You don't hear owls or birds or just, you feel like almost like a little draft at first, and then everything's completely silent. And that's the only difference to normal night, let's say. Mass panic in the dark. What's wrong with you people? Not you people, but people. You do know there's lots of countries that have almost 24 hours a day dark, such as I don't know, I'm going to get it wrong, but the Arctic and places like that. They have seasons where it's in darkness for 24 hours for a season. Weird. Yeah, that's what Tina said. Well, authorities freaking out, which is freaking out people. This sounds really bizarre. Oh my goodness, I thought I'd missed some great big story or something. I just saw briefly there's an eclipse. I thought I'd missed out that they were saying meteorites were coming down, or I don't know. But yeah, it is weird. Have your countries never had eclipses before? It's just dark for a bit, and it's quite quick. It's not like for ages all over YouTube. Is that part of the problem that social media has been bigging it up? If someone starts shooting an attack, why would that? It's just dark for a few minutes. It's literally a few minutes. Why would that be any different to a problem during the night? How bizarre. Or are you saying because there's a big crowd that they think someone will do something there? I don't know. I would think if someone wanted to use a mass crowd to do some sort of internet display of massacre, let's say that. My live has just been wiped from the internet. But if someone wanted to do that, they would do it in broad daylight in a football match or, that, or baseball match, something like that. Surely, not in total darkness. All kinds of theories. Good grief. Solar flares. Oh my goodness. Crowd attached. That is weird. That is weird. Have your countries never had an eclipse before? This is weird. Very weird. How bizarre. Biological terror. Good grief. Good grief. Good griefy. Good grief. Okay, let's go on to this. Now, as you will know, I finished my embroidery and I said I was going to start a cross stitch, and I have to put a pin at the top of it because it's so weird looking. Excuse me. I don't know which way up it goes. And we decided in my last live that I wouldn't tell you what the picture is. And then gradually each Wednesday, I will show you progress, and maybe you want to guess what it is. That is how much I've done so far. And I'm going to tell you it is not a teapot because I think that looks like a teapot. That is how much I've done. That took me a long time. And the kind of fold on the bottom is where almost the cross of the folds are, is the middle. So that gives you a bit of an idea in proportion to the whole thing where that comes in the picture. So that is my current progress. This is the first time anyone's seen this. This is how much cross stitch I've done so far. If you want to guess what it might be, then do go ahead. If you're watching this back later, then of course you can add your thought in the comments below. This is purely cross stitch, and this is why I love cross stitch. It's fairly quick. With my disabilities, it takes me a long time to do one stitch. I have to feel behind or in front, depends where the needle is, where it is, because I have no perception of where things are. So I kind of keep my hand on whichever way the needle's going on the opposite side and poke around until I feel my finger, and then I know I've got the hole. So it takes me a while, but it's still quicker than embroidery. So any ideas of what that might be? Nanya text on the back 20 says, a lot of coincidences lining up. I got my chair, my farm, my family, lots of weaponry. I'll be watching. Oh. So yes, that's my craft update. So for now, you'll be following my cross stitch, and each week maybe you'll see a bit more. When you guess, I'm not going to say yay or nay, and then you can change your guesses or keep confirming your guesses right. So that's what we're doing for the cross stitch. So we have that. Okay, let's have a look at Quote Corner, the current ones for Wednesday. So that's a little quote corner. We'll be updating those when I have 5 minutes. We have our friend Della Smalley in the live chat. Thank you for being here, Della. And guys, do say hello in the chat to our friend Della Smalley. A special hello just for you, Della. So there's a special hello for my lovely friend Della, who's always commenting on my channel, and I love reading her comments. Sometimes we do little funny comments back to each other, and sometimes just saying hello and catching up, because Della doesn't have a channel, so I always love her adding little comments and letting me know how she's getting on. Everyone's saying hello. That's lovely. Lovely to see you here. Okay, let's have a look at this. So my friend has just given me a whole box of these. Let's see if I can get one out. Oop, here they are. Now, these are popsicle or lollipop sticks, if you like, but extra thick ones. Well, that's what you would think they were, isn't it? And these I actually use popsicle or lollipop sticks to label seeds when I'm growing them. But these are actually tongue depressors. Tongue depressors. Yay. And she's got a whole box full. You can see how big this box is. They're up to there, so they're almost full of tongue depressors. And of course, this emphasizes the fact that you can use many, many things in different ways to their original use. So I don't think I'll ever run out of those to label my plants now. Oh dear. Oh dear. So there's those. And while we talk about gardening, I keep being asked about, because I'm growing zucchinis at the moment, I will do a video on all the different types of zucchinis and the difference or not between courgettes, zucchinis, squash, all those ilk things, because some people get a bit mixed up with what's what and why they're called that if they're not that, and so on and so forth. One day I will very soon make a video on that. And people always ask the fact that they seem to get all male flowers and no females. So here is part one about that, and I will probably share part two maybe next time, of the difference between males and females, how to pollinate, and so on and so forth. So just bear with for a second and I will bring that. So there's that video. I hope that was of some help to you. As I say, I will show part 2 possibly next week, and that is sorting out the difference between how to pollinate and why you do or don't get female flowers for many different things. Okay, let's check the chat. All connecting. I must say I love that so much that I see a lot of you connect in the chat to other channels that are in my chat, and then I go on their videos and I put a comment, and then I see one of my crew and I'm like, yay, one of my crew. So it's lovely. Don't forget to always tell people how you knew of their channel. That would be really cool. Nunya Texas on the back 20 says, I'm uploading a garden video now. Almost acre garden this year. Very good. Fantastic. Steve and Tina say we're going to start the garden as the weather gets better. Nunya Texas on the back 20 says it's 80s now in Texas. Steve and Tina Jewel say spring flowers and blossom coming now. Nunya Texas on the back 20 says about half of the garden is up and growing. I'm way behind. Steve and Tina Jewel say maybe 40 here. Heating is on. And we're looking forward to the warm weather. Nunya Texas on the back 20 says best time of the year. Gardens, baby animals, green trees. We've got grass now, and that's very rare in Cyprus. We have grass for tops of 3 months, and then it all goes to arid nothing. So grass is quite a thing for us. We're like, ooh, green. As I say, 3 months tops, we get green and grass. Once the spring flowers go, which they're doing now, they're going, got the last of the poppies up, and then we just have arid land until maybe next December, January, if we get rain. So that's why when I strim, or Mike strims all of our grass, I don't put it in compost. I put it straight on raised beds or hugelkultur beds, and it dries out so quick because, as you can see by what I'm wearing, it's blooming hot here now already, and it dries out in no time at all. And then when you water anywhere, it contains the water and doesn't let the sun evaporate it. Steve and Tina Jill say we'll be videoing the birds in the garden as they come for the bird feeder. Yes, guys, do go back and look. Quite a few videos back now. There's quite a few videos of their bird feeder where Steve set up a camera so you could see the birds coming. Really cool. Oh, wow. Nunya Texas on the back 20 hatched 2 emus last week, laughing. You're not in Oz, you know. You're not in Oz. Did any of you know I have ancient relatives in Australia? Yes. In Cairns. That's where my family is. My, back family, past family is from Cairns in Australia. Yes. Okay, let's have a look. We haven't done the result yet, the answers to our puzzle. So let's say the puzzle one more time. What is a common word that has a double C, a double S, and a double L? So those C's, 2 C's are together somewhere, 2 S's are together somewhere, and 2 L's are together somewhere in one word. It's not a trick, it's a real word. Something that has 2 C's together, 2 S's together, and 2 L's together. Has anyone got it yet? Steve and Tina Jewel say they are big birds. Don't send them this way. They can't fly. You'll be all right. They can't get to Canada. They can be quite violent, you know, emus can be quite violent. Not far from where I live, there used to be an ostrich farm. Yes. When we first came here, we didn't get to go to it. But they had a restaurant there, so you could go and walk around and see all the ostrich, and then go in the diner or restaurant, whatever you want to call it, and then eat the ostrich. I have eaten ostrich before. I ate ostrich in safari, which is, I went to Cuba, and there's an island off of Cuba. Look on your maps. There's a big island off of Cuba, and that whole island is a safari. So the animals roam freely there. There's no fences. It's an island. And that's where I went on safari, something a bit different. And then when you see all the animals, you can go and sample them all. Sorry if that's not your thing. And that is where I ate ostrich. And it is a very rich chicken flavour. If you like chicken, think of the best chicken you've ever eaten, and that is ostrich. Steve rode one. Of course he did. In South Africa. I can imagine, Steve. I can imagine. None your texts on back 20 said, laugh out loud. Mine are friendly. I've had them since chicks. Lovely. Yeah, I think they're like most animals. If you hand rear things and tame them, and they have lots of like you touch them a lot and all that, they'll be fine. But any animal that's wild will always be wild. But I haven't rode one. No, good for you. Good for you. There are still camels in Cyprus, because obviously years ago, camels were ridden in Cyprus. They were used to haul things around, and it's because it was so hot, obviously, they can work for a long time. Regardless of the heat. But I would say probably donkeys were the things that we use more on farms and the such like. So yeah, and I did do a chat a long time ago on my channel saying about what would you prefer? Would you prefer modern cars, or would you prefer, if you care for the environment, would you actually use a donkey? So obviously Steve would use an ostrich. He would use an ostrich. Okay, let's get back. Let's do the answer of our puzzle. Let's see if we can do the answer to that. Okay, so the puzzle today was, what is a common word that has a double C, a double S, and a double L? Did you get it? And if you're watching this back later, did you get it before I say it? Let me know in the comments. The answer is the word unsuccessfully. Unsuccessfully. Was you unsuccessfully thinking? Unsuccessfully has 2 C's, 2 S's, and 2 L's in the word. So there. None of your texts on the backyard 20. Got to run. Stay safe. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. And I hope some people watching this back later will go and check out None of your texters on the back 20 channel. Just got notified they declared my country under emergency for eclipse. Oh gosh, you've got to do a follow-up video. Tell me the follow-up to it. Is it like when it was going to change the millennium into the year 2000? There was such a to-do about that, saying all these things were going to happen. Nothing did. Let me know. Follow up. Wow, disaster. I was unsuccessful. Love it, Steve. Love it. Put me blue a drop link. Oh, I don't think I can do it through here. I have to go on YouTube and do it. But if you come back another time, I'm sure you will be blue. No, I can only delete you, put you in timeout, or ban you. Steve, I don't know if you could do that for me, seeing as you are blue. if you can put a link up to Nunya Texas on the back 20, if you're able to do that, you can try. You should be able to do it. I haven't blocked people that aren't blue. A lot of people think if you're blue you can do it, and if you're not blue you can't. You should be able to do it. I'm not blocking anyone putting links up unless they're not associated to those in the chat. So for example, you could put a link up to someone else's channel, but if they're on the chat you should be fine. It's linked to disaster declaration for my country. Yeah, that, if you like, I don't care. You put that up, that's fine. If it's associated with what we're talking about, that's fine. But guys, do go and check out Nunya Texas on the back 20. I never copy links. I wonder if I could just copy a link and show you. No, I can't do that either, because as soon as I go over your channel name, it like blanks you out, gives me options. You're timed out? No, I don't do timed out on my channel. Wait. No, I don't do timed out on my channel. I don't have that as an option. The only timed out I do is literally I can do it, as I say, when I click on your name. Drop link. Oh, interesting. I don't know if you want to email it to me and I can put it up next time, or if Steve can grab it. Oh, Steve did it. Steve said he messed up. Don't worry about it, Steve. We all have to learn. We all have to learn. Steve did it. Oh, that's how you got timed out then. Yes, maybe it was Steve. Yeah, I don't have that. The only way I time out is I do it myself. And as I say, I can hover over your name and then I can delete you, put you in timeout. I don't believe in timeout. To me, timeout is if they've done something that bad. Oh, look, Steve's done it now. Yay. Well done, Steve. Steve's done it. Yes, Steve's done it. Well done, Steve. You know what? I think for that, Steve definitely deserves a little clap of the day, because he loves it when he gets one of my special claps. So there's the link there. As I was saying, I don't really do links. What I do is if I'm watching a chat or something and there's a channel name, then I literally write the channel name down, go on YouTube, type that in and look up for the actual video that's there. So well done, Steve. Oh, Tina did it. Oh, that clap was for Tina today. And I think Steve and Tina should, between them, have a little score chart, how many claps Tina gets and how many claps Steve gets. You post it in my channel community. Yeah, or as I say, send it to my email and I will put it up on my community post if you want to do that as well. So I'll do anything I can to get things up for other channels if they follow my channel. Okay, I'm going to finish there for today. We're just coming up for the hour. Tina's a bright one. Tina's a bright one. How many of the puzzles does Tina get? We're all clever in completely different ways. We're all clever in different ways. And don't you forget that. Do I have something about that? Let's see if I have something about that or not. Oh, I know what I might have it in. Let me see up here. Let's see. Yes, let's put this up. Let's see. Oh, let's take that off first of all, because that will be in the middle of it otherwise. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place right now. Hide current comment. Right, take that down and then play this. So there's that. So never forget, we're all different for a good reason. Okay, let's just check the comments. I'm going to finish now. As I say, I've gone over my hour now, basically. There's Stella, got to run, prepare disaster. Bless you, you're so funny. Okay, guys, I will see you on Friday on my other channel, an earlier time to this. So do check out the thumbnail. That will give you the time that I will be on my live on my other channel. If I don't see you then don't forget I'm back here on Monday. So until next time, Meraki.